Ugh. Oh, that was surprisingly soft. Howdy-ho, everyone. I am Nathan Blake, and welcome back to Ace Academy, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you were supposed to do this video like a week ago. You told us that you were. Well, shut up, Kevin. I don't care what you think. Go away. Get out of here, Kevin. Nobody cares what you think. No, I really do care if you think that, because I feel bad that I didn't get to make it yet, but, things just got really busy and things went crazy. So we're going to go ahead and just hop in here and just go. We're going to get on top of it. I'm super excited about it. Okay, so you can remember what we were doing last time is very, very simple. We were just on the bus. We met the girl named Yuna, and we got off the bus and we're at school. So I hop off the bus and Yuna follows suit. The roar of the departing bus does not dampen the student chatter. Yuna pulls out her phone and checks her schedule. Ask where her class is. What's your first class?
Psychology.
Psychology?
It's just as important as physical health.
That's true. That's true. She points over her shoulder towards a towering building in the distance.
What class do you have?
I checked my phone. Piloting 101. No, I'm a second year. The credit wasn't accepted when I transferred, which is super crappy, because, if we're talking about just piloting robots, then I'm sure you can get by with a cursory knowledge of it, obviously. Thanks.
Well, if there's anything you need help with, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I pretty much know this campus inside.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Do you know how someone gets a parking permit? I thought dawns on me. Actually, do you know where I can get a parking permit?
Now, actually, since I have some time before class starts.
Okay, great. That helps a lot. Thanks. You're a sweet girl, Yuna. I think you're nice. I'm gonna get along with you. I'm gonna remember your name, Yuna, because I think you're a dignified human being. Yuna weaves through the throng of students, and it takes most of my concentration not to lose her. I notice the number of students lounging around in the front lawn. I assume these are the upperclassmen, the ones who are used to university workings. The students with worried eyes moving somewhere between a walk and a jog must be first years, kind of like me, but not exactly, because I'm technically a second year, even though I'm really a first year here. And, eventually we pause in front of a grand building, which looks like the ones we passed. I stare hard at it, trying to find a way to distinguish it from the others. Yuna watches me.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then let's go inside.
Alright, cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sneaking one last look, I follow Yuna inside. Sneaking one last look at what? Probably the building. I assume the building. She takes me through a series of hallways before pausing in front of a door marked Campus Administration. We both reach for the door at the same time, but I'm faster. She smiles as I hold the door for her. Well, not only are we the best big brother in the world to our little sister, but we are also a true gentleman and a scholar. Quite. What would have been a spacious office is instead crowded with irritated students. Only one person mans the desk, and he does not look like someone who is particularly accommodating. Yuna points to a row of chairs against the far wall.
I'll leave you over there.
Thanks, Yuna. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long. If it does, feel free to leave. I don't want you to be late.
Don't worry, I have some time.
Okay, cool. That seems strange that you're here at school if you have like an hour before class. She smiles reassuringly before heading over to the seats. I stand in line. As I crane my neck to see the front of the line, I catch the scowl on the administrator's face. He shakes his head, but the students continue to argue with him. This is going to take a while. The line crawls at a steady pace, and after what seems like forever, I finally walk up to the counter. Hi, I need a parking pass for a motorcycle.
You have to fill out your request online, which you can access through
What?
your web link. Approval takes about 1 to 2 weeks, and if approved, a physical pass will be mailed to you.
What kind of stupid logic is that? And why would I need to use the internet? Oh, you're gonna have to use the app for that. You can't. This is just like the DMV. Before I can respond, he looks past me. It's exactly like the DMV. You walk up, you have a simple question, you're like, I need you to answer this question for me. And they, like, half answer it and then tell you to go away, basically. And then you're like, I just waited 3 hours because I needed you to do this thing, and instead of doing it, you just told me that I don't have the right information or something, and go away, please. Hold on. I plant a hand firmly on his desk. He scowls at me.
What?
Bribe him. What does he think? Who does he think he is? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, man. So, this is another one of those moments where I wish I had thought before speaking. He waits for me to finish, but I can see the impatient building in his eyes. It's now or never. Flirt with him. Hey, baby, want to give me the barking permit? Try and be reasonable. Make up an elaborate sob story. My dog ate it. Try and be reasonable, obviously. That's such a complicated process for something so simple. There must be an easier way. The man taps the desk with his finger.
There isn't. If you have an issue with this process, you can send a complaint online.
I want to see your manager, sir! I'm not going to send a complaint online. I'm going to speak directly with your superior! It's just a bike pass, man.
Don't have time for this.
He tries to look around me, but I block him. Come on. I hold his gaze just when I think he's about to give in. His expression hardens.
Next.
My guy really should have used a slightly better argument than, come on, man. It could have been anything. Even, I don't have internet at my house, and I need to start riding my bike to school because my sister needs the car. I mean, it doesn't have to be, I guess that's the elaborate sob story, I don't know. But also, he's clearly got an Apple computer just without the Macintosh symbol. That's even an Apple Bluetooth keyboard. Suddenly, Yuna is beside me. Her smile falters when she sees my face. I wasn't able to get the pass. She frowns, her eyebrows knit delicately together. Delicately. She walks straight to the desk, much to the dismay of the student in line. The man seems nervous by her approach. I can't hear what she says, but he looks ashamed and withdraws his pass from a drawer. As she plucks the pass from his fingers, she thanks him with a slight bow of her head, which he returns. Yuna returns with a soft smile on her face and holds out the pass. Something tells me, thinks perhaps she is the president's daughter or something, because she has some sort of sway over the administrations. How on earth did she do that? Maybe she used magic or those hypnotic eyes of hers. I think my character is falling for Yuna here. Right, the pass. Oh yeah, thanks.
No
She smiles.
problem at all.
I take it from her and put it in my wallet. We head out as another student. I cannot speak! We head out as another flood of students enter the office. I can't speechify. I'm not very good at speechification. I ain't a good poetrist neither. There seems to be fewer students milling around outside and more hurrying towards classes. I check the time. 25 minutes until
Do you
class
know where
starts.
your first class is?
Yeah, it's here. It's at this school. I know, it's at the school. I show her the campus map on my phone. A small flashing light indicates where I need to be.
Close by. I can walk there with you.
Aw, thanks. Good. That's great. That would be awesome. That would be great. She's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. We head down one of the narrower paths. It leads straight to a regal-looking building with a tall, arching windows. Only a few students are meandering about. Thanks. You've been a huge
No
help.
problem at all.
You're off to psychology? What other classes do you have this semester? She pulls out her phone. I do the same. We study each other's schedule.
Looks like we have history of robotics together.
Oh,
on
that's
Friday.
fun. So we're going to learn about the robotics. History of robotics is a very, very helpful subject. I guess that means we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. We both exchange smiles. I notice the time on my phone, 15 minutes until class. My class is starting soon. Yuna peers at her phone before tucking it back into her pocket.
Right. I have to go or I'll be late. See you Friday?
Yes, I will see you Friday. You better believe I'll see you Friday. Because I've got to be at class, so obviously it wouldn't make sense for me to not be there, and obviously I would see her, because she's a good student and I'm a good student, and what did you think I meant? I nod and we go our separate ways. After a few steps, I realize I don't have any way to contact her apart from our Friday class. I turn around, but she's already a good distance away. Ask for a phone number, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go. Can't ask for her number anymore. When I started the Let It Go, I didn't expect it to be an actual Frozen reference in the game. Now I feel gross. She's already too far away. I'll talk to her on Friday. I watch as she disappears around the corner. Yeah, I mean, we're already being kind of gentlemanly, and we're being a nice guy, so it just doesn't make sense for us to ask for her number and stuff. We're gonna see her in class. I'll try to work on a project with her, do homework with her or something. I'm sure it'll be great. It'll be awesome. I take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, and firmly push open the doors to the auditorium. After a quick scan of the room, I select I select a seat near the back. I can tell this is a first-year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. I hate that I have to take intro classes again. Some of my electives from CINY did not encompass the full scope of course material, whatever that means. A hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides to the front of the room.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101. Is everyone where you are supposed to be?
Sounds like he should be like a radio DJ. He's got a smooth voice. The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags a web page from his tablet and onto the screen behind him.
This is the Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course.
Okay.
You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by. Even I get lonely at times, and I appreciate visitors.
That's good. It seems like he's a good teacher. He gives us all the information. Tommy got a couple of weak chuckles from the room. He is thorough. This is so boring. He is thorough. Most students don't pay attention to these introductions, but there's nothing a professor dislikes more than a student who asks a question he's already answered.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
Yes! Class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot,
okay,
it will also provide you with your team ranking.
Okay.
I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
Well, then we're kind of in trouble because we just got here. A hand shoots up from the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
Soft snickers fill the room. Ugh! Ah, that was surprisingly soft. The student visibly shrinks from all of the eyes now focused on him.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Daze Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days. So we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
So why didn't you let everyone know in the... There should have been a pamphlet or something, especially for new students, that was like, oh, in case you don't know, you have to have this information done by this date, and you need to have a team for your team on this date, and stuff like that. I just got to school. How am I supposed to qualify for something?
What about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions? Good.
Yeah, that seems kind of lapse in judgment.
Pit your team starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You would then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat.
So our goal is to destroy them all. We shall be victorious.
Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
Nah, that's all I got. You teach me. Teach me, oh master.
Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class.
Okay.
Welcome to Daze Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
I appreciate being welcomed. I think you might be the first person that really welcomed me. Thunder of chairs scrape along the floor as students file out of the class. Those who remain chat animatedly in small groups. Yawning, I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of a nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing?
Yeah.
I'll be amazed if it still works.
Probably mine.
How do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
It's not my fault! Students laugh loudly. I have a sinking feeling I know what they're talking about. Yeah, that's mine. Hurry out of the classroom. I check my phone and excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and I can now have access to the hangar. That certainly makes things easier for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon, pulsating light dots on the path from my current location to the hangar. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. I scan my ID and walk in. I follow a long hallway which leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. Every one of them is sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gears until... Oh, yeah! Oh, I like it. It's so cool. I am reunited with the eagle. I wish I could have named it myself. I would have called him Persimmon. We're gonna call him Persimmon anyway. Anytime it says eagle, we're gonna say Persimmon, okay? A crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter, and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. So far, so good. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it's great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright, too. I wonder if they polished it for me, or if it was always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different.
I sense that it's different.
Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others.
Who is this guy?
I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Okay, if you say so. I hadn't noticed the student beside me. His arms are full and he's nodding with closed eyes as he's saying something truly deep and meaningful. Darn right it's special! Glad at least someone here knows a good gear when he sees one. I also fold my arms and nod. I'm tempted to ask him to repeat himself so I can record those words of wisdom. Darn right. I think the other guys are just scared. Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised as he's forgotten why he came. He fidgets around, so I wonder if he's nervous.
Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sho. Don't know if I like you yet. We'll have to figure it out. You burned some points liking my mech, but we'll see. He thrusts his hand out in greeting, grinning from ear to ear. I cautiously shake his hand. Hi, I'm Akita
You're a
Akechi.
second-year pilot, too. Right?
Indeed I am.
Transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. Mysterious foreign transfer.
Famous. Oh, I'm so famous and mysterious. Ah, so famous and mysterious. Foreign. That'll explain the interest around my gear. I guess I didn't quite live up to their expectations. I'm not sure what they were expecting,
And I
though.
deduced that you are this transfer student.
Wonder what gave me away. Couldn't have possibly been my magnificent golden locks, which actually works pretty well because you're not gonna believe me right off, but I'm actually pretty blonde. First of all, this lighting's terrible for it. I've got a light above me that's red, so that's my backlighting, which seems to be burning out or something because it's definitely getting dim. So that doesn't help, but also my beard doesn't help either. So I'll just show you. See, I got some pretty blonde hair actually. So it actually works pretty well. Yeah, I need a haircut. He starts comparing our heights with his hand, and he's a bit disappointed to find we're about the same height. Again, just what was he expecting? We don't all look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed. Leonardo DiCaprio? I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm assuming he actually is Leonardo DiCaprio, I looked it up not very long ago because I was having a internal debate. Is 6 foot tall, which is above the average for an American white male and above the national average also for a male. And I'm actually just under that. So, I'm about Leonardo DiCaprio's height, but my character apparently is very short.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
Also, that's the first time our character has ever been actually, we've actually been told that he's American. We knew he came from somewhere else, and that we came to Japan, but I also wonder if our uncle is Asian. And if our uncle is Asian, then am I Asian? But why would I have blonde hair then? Right, that's been on my mind since class ended. I nodded, almost certain I know what he's about to say next.
It just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member.
Oh, I see. He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close. A little bit too close. Personal space, man. Join my team. I want you as part of my team. I don't think that's what you said before, but okay. I'll accept it. Sounds like fun. Sign me up. I don't have anything better to do. I don't have a team.
Now that's
Sure, why
what
not?
I'm talking about, Brosif.
Brosif? Okay, Brosif's one of those things that, I have to, add 3 points and take away 4 if someone says. But the feeling is somewhat infectious.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
All right, we got a team. We got a team. Woo! I like it.
Now, where should I start? Oh, right. So there's this girl.
Who is this? What girl? Yeah. Sho talks the entire way to the lounge, constantly interrupting himself and going off on tangents, so I only catch about half of what he's saying. We navigate the tunnels and eventually reach the exit. Sho opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with their team. Sho squeezes between the groups, and I follow him towards the back corner of the room. They got alcohol on tap here. What kind of super futuristic Japan am I in that beer is just on the tap in the pilot's lounge for the teenager? You're old enough to pilot a giant robot. You're old enough to make bad decisions. He pauses in front of two girls. All right, I already got this hammered down. She's the shy one, the shy, smart, sweet one. And that one's the angry, fiery redhead who was beautiful but angry. And Yuna was the sweet, kind girl that is the first one that you meet that is open and inviting. So, yeah, that pretty much does that. The one with the dark hair stares at her feet as soon as she notices Sho, while the one with the red hair continues chatting on her cell phone. Sho motions towards the dark-haired girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team.
Okay.
Don't tell Kaori I said that.
Okay, so that one must be Kaori. So, Mayu, Kaori, Sho. Okay, I can remember their names. I probably won't. She glances at the redhead who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to us. Mayu blushes deeply. It's nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm Akita. I smile at her and hold out my hand. She wrinkles her brow in confusion, then gingerly shakes my hand and continues to shake it. She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the floor. Yeah, I'm just forcing people to follow my American customs. Hey, shake my hand, even though it's not something you do culturally necessarily. Do it! Sho turns towards the redhead.
Being rude.
Her gaze shifts to him and his smile falters.
I'd like you to meet someone.
She frowns and snaps her phone shut. Okay, so she was talking on the phone. That's not really something you should tell someone they're being rude for doing. Kaori, okay. She gives me a quick glance once over, then crosses her arm over her chest.
Not just any pilot.
Yes, a pilot.
Willing to join my team.
Your team?
I mean, yeah, if it's I'm on this team now, so I don't like him referring to it as his team, even if he's the captain or someone like that. And if he is the captain, he's a button his jacket. He looks unprofessional as all heck. So, take responsibility for being the leader and button up your shirt and call it our team, you fool! You fool! Her eyes narrow as Sho, and he shrinks back, then wears a sheepish grin. Yeah, that's better. She turns back towards me.
I suppose you'll do. Not like we really have a choice or
I
anything.
suppose you'll do. I'll base my decision on you only on your appearance. Ugh, I guess you're at least not the most hideous person I've ever seen. So I guess you might be able to pilot a robot. Okay, that was easy. Nice to meet you. You'll do too. I kind of wonder if saying you'll do too is going to get me into trouble, or if that's the kind of thing she'll like. When's practice? Kaori and Sho exchange a look.
You're dedicated.
Well, qualifiers are only 2 days away, so we need to practice as soon as possible. Kaori crosses her arm, but her lips twitch to the side. She's happy with my demand to practice. Okay, so that worked out well for us.
Anyway, welcome to the team, bro.
Thanks.
So you're probably wondering why we need.
So we
another
scored
member.
some brownie points with the angry redhead, so that's good. So you're probably wondering why we needed another team member. Actually, I hadn't. This didn't cross my mind. I figured you're probably just lazy. Yeah, kinda.
Kaori and I were part of this super awesome team, but then they stopped being awesome. So
I was with some cool people, but they stopped being cool, so I ditched them.
For once you didn't ramble.
He feigns offense.
you wound me. All my stories are brief.
Not from my
Remember when I told you
experience.
about my one birthday where everyone showed up wearing the same clothes.
He turns to
Actually,
me.
it's a pretty good story. So basically, I grew up in this kind of. Mayu knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Encourage him.
Mayu smiles faintly.
The
We used to be on a team, but left because the team was turning into something we didn't agree with.
Okay, like dirty, rotten cheaters! Probably something like that, at least.
Except Mayu. She's a first year.
Okay, I didn't know that.
She got a whole bunch of invites to other teams, but decided to join us.
So she's some sort of prodigy? We're pretty lucky to have her. How come you chose this team? Mayu shifts uncomfortably under my gaze. Okay, I think she probably knows Sho personally because Sho said that she knew where he grew up or what kind of place it was, and then she trusts him and joined this team. I wait for her to say more, but she doesn't. Kaori taps her foot impatiently.
Now that you know all that, are you in?
They're all a little strange in their own way, but I think I can learn to get along with them, even Kaori. Yeah, I'm in. Kaori checks her phone.
I spent too much time talking to you, and I need to get home.
Okay, well, I just shortwave. She needs to head out. Oh, everybody's leaving. Okay, well me too. I gotta go do some things too. I've got a YouTube video that I need to film and edit, so I didn't want to hang out with you guys or nothing. I'm not lonely. I don't want friends. But yeah, no, I really do need to end this video, so so we'll go ahead and call it there. Yeah, see ya. We'll go ahead and call it there. I will quickly save on this file real quick, and thank you so much for going on this adventure with me and watching some more of this. I know that a dating sim sort of thing like this doesn't have as much in the way as like action, stuff like that. I'm hoping the edits are enjoyable though, and that you're enjoying where it's going. Tell me what you think about the cast, which girl you think is best girl, or who I should pursue in the comments below. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you on that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. And so thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this adventure with me. And for now, we'll see you next time. And thank you. This is Nathan Blake signing off for Nathanblakegames. Sayonara! This has been Ace Academy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it in the future, please like and comment below. If you're new to the channel and you would like to be notified of new videos, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Like my channel? Want to see it grow? Share this video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again, everyone. Sayonara!